It's time to rumble. It's time for the Royal Rumble. 1993 edition. Hey guys, hope you're all well on this evening and I can entertain you, the ones who stopped by or listen to this later. So the latest stop on my classic Royal Rumble road trip is 1993, and significant because it's the first year where the winner of the Rumble got a WWF title shot at WrestleMania. So literally went into the main event at Mania to challenge for the title. And it's a tradition that has lasted ever since. So it goes on to this day, which sort of shows you how successful it's been. And I think really made the Rumble match even more special. So it's all good. This is the first year they did that. And yeah, you can also enjoy early Steiner Brothers or early WWF Steiner Brothers. Obviously, they were a big hit in WCW. Their terrible WWE theme, which I'll be humming in just a moment. And you can also enjoy Sexy Lexi Luger in his WWF debut as the Narcissus, with Bobby Heenan once again doing a grand job of getting him over. Basically getting anyone over who happens to be in this facility, but an awesome promo and really a standout. And this is a solid card, actually. You know, the undercard's very, very solid. You've got the WWF title match, Bret Hart, Razor Ramon. Then you got the IC title, Shawn Michaels and his former partner, Marty Jannetty. So the Rumble itself, I remember not being that good, although it does have its moments. There's definitely intrigue there, and the guy who comes out on top, it's a big push for him. So it has its moments, but I don't remember the Rumble being that great. I think the show in general is good because of the undercard, but yeah, not the best Rumble. So just to kind of fill you guys in, there will be, of course, a few Rumble watches, a few more before the month is out. So next time I'm going to do 94, because how can I not do the pay-per-view with that crazy Undertaker segment where the dead man literally dies and we see him floating up to the heavens? I'm sorry, I cannot do Rumble month without that crazy scene. And I will also do 1999, possibly a So Bad It's Good type pay-per-view, and I will also do 2001, which is a really great pay-per-view. Top to bottom, probably the best Rumble in history, and I think I'll do those at least, and then I'll work my way to the latest Rumble, which is the 31st of this month, and I'll do that live on stream, so reacting to it as it happens. And I'm expecting a come down on that one. I'm not expecting much from the modern WWE pay-per-view, I'm afraid, but maybe they'll surprise me. We'll see. But a few minutes in now, and I'm going to start the Rumble 93. Hopefully a few of you and me sit back, relax, get a beer if you like, and it's on the WWE network, so if you have that, then get it lined up at 0 or at the start of the show. There's normally an ad first, but I'm lined up, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's rumble. Let's rumble. Ah, okay. Delayed. Gorilla and the Brain once again. With those classic bifocals. I've got some Pop-Tarts at the ready. This is another Monsooner and Heenan gem. because Bobby trying to interrupt him and get in. What about Narcissus? And Mean Gene, Gorilla's just running through the card, and then when he says at the end, "What about Narcissus?" He's like, "Who cares?" And they go to the ring, and dodgy cut in there because you heard the start of the real Beverly Brothers theme, and then they cut away, and it cut into the network version. Strange, surely they own the theme music, so anyway. Although they do that with Rude, they always do that with him. So, whatever. And here we go. The crappy Steiner Brothers WWF theme. Because they're university graduates, so hey, we're gonna go with this phony unity. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. So it's the Steiner brothers making their WWF pay-per-view debut. Recently signed from WCW, of course. That playful smile from Rick Steiner against the Beverly Brothers. Preliminary opening matches. They always say that. I mean, the furthest it couldn't be further from the truth. They have not achieved great success here in the World Wrestling Federation. Their biggest achievement really was the tag title shot at SummerSlam '92. As I said, the Beverly Brothers, decent enough for what they were. Hey, Anthony, how's it going? This is a decent enough warm-up match, though, even though the result is predictable. Well, it's the opening match, the Steiner brothers against the Beverly Brothers. The Steiner brothers making their WWF pay-per-view debut, having come in from WCW, where they had a very successful run. Okay. Ooh. Tilt-a-well looked a bit loose there from Scott. You'll be pleased to know, Anthony, that Macho Man is in the Rumble again on this show. So it means you can predict him for the third time in a row, if you want. Very tropical looking wrestling attire from the dog-faced gremlin. Bill Alfonso, the ref. First time I noticed him, it would have been when he just came in. Much more famous for ECW, of course. I love that spot. Catches him in a leapfrog, turned into a power slam. Looks awesome. Gorilla trying to sound down with the kids there. Royal Rumble 1993 style. As well as those Rumble streams I mentioned earlier, I will also be doing a couple of Rumble pay-per-view reviews this month. Earlier today, I finished watching the 1990 Rumble, and I'm going to be doing a review of that for the channel. And because I'm covering 1991 this year, and I'm in January of that year at the moment, I will be reviewing the 91 Rumble as well. And for those sort of old school NWA, WCW fans, I also plan on doing a review of Capital Combat and of RoboCop. So lots to look forward to this month on the channel. You never see guys use the tag rope anymore. Not that I watch much modern wrestling, but when I do, I never see it used. That's classic Brain. Gotta hook the tights. It's probably been at least 10 years since I've used the tag rope being used. Maybe more. Double underhook into a slam. Nicely done. Just every move they do, every move like that anyway, always looks so good. Dog facing. Get in. Belly to buried him out of his boots. Or belly to backed him, I should say. Some serious mullet action from the Beverleys. Steiner brothers just never worked out in WWF. It always felt a little weird knowing their history, but just for some reason it didn't work out. Frankensteiner. And he may be dead. Shitty music time. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 down 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 down. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Oh, the brain scan. Love it. Sorry, you got that one wrong, Anthony. But plenty of time to make it up. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I see title time. Yeah, it's funny how the big Rockers split happened at the end of 91 and they didn't actually have their feud, like their proper feud, until the start of 93. Jannetty got fired, that's why I think. See, boy time. I like them. They have the video package on the big screen in the arena, so the fans can see the build to the match. That's another thing I don't think they have anymore. I don't know, they might do. I mean, I think they still have the video screen, but whether they still do that, I don't know. Sherry. Looking like she's just walked off the set of a Western. I love this whole drama. Which side is she on? Marty Jannetty looks like he's in a straitjacket. Okay, Anthony, if you're listening, Intercontinental title match. Shawn Michaels defending against his ex-partner Marty Jannetty. Sherry at ringside. Who's gonna win? He's so sexy. I like the gold suit. Up and down their spine, I'm just a sexy boy, boy toy. He's just a sexy boy. Hart. He makes me shiver. Weak. When they see me walk, they hear me talk, and make me feel like I'm on crown nine. I'm just a sexy boy. Boy. Whoa. Big statement from Monsoon, the wrestler of the 90s, and they're only 3 years into it. Hands off the merchandise. Sherry's version of Sexy Boy was much better, I think, than when Shawn's done it. Sean's main problem during this time was his sort of cartoonish selling, you know, flipping and flopping everywhere, even on a basic like knee lift like that. And I don't know if it's just his way of, because he would often like try and sabotage opponents. So I don't know if it's just him doing that, trying to make them look bad, or if it's just that he wasn't a great seller at this point. Maybe a bit of both. Boy, did Sherry get a raw deal during this time. She would have been with Marty for a while had he not been fired. And then she ends up with Tatanka at Mania. I guess Marty would have been the better option of the two, just because she would have been involved in the IC title feud. Yeah, that idiot Marty sells the wrong shoulder. I wonder where that term southpaw comes from. Is it from like a polar bear or something who hits with his left hand? You tell me, folks. Left paw, I should say. Left hand. I might just look that up later. I'm curious. Sherry's the most interesting thing about this match so far. No mercy. A fan's randomly got a sign saying no mercy. So he must just hold it up anytime there's like a submission hold on or something, regardless of who's got it on. Pardon. Yeah, I've not really seen any of Heenan's wrestling, apart from when he did one-off matches. I hear he was pretty good, actually. Pardon. Yeah, this match really doesn't hold up. I remember it being much better than this. Jannetty's clearly out of it. It's like Jannetty, to get ready for this match, just picked out the most. He just went in the locker room and there was like a bunch of costumes in like a bag or like a box or something. And he just dipped his hand in without looking and randomly just picked it out. He looks like he's heading to space or something. Hell yeah, Sherry. And a male bimbo would be a mimbo, as Seinfeld fans know. Yeah, don't worry, Marty, about selling that shoulder anymore. You've pretty much def that up. I remember when they have that surprise match on Raw, I should say more. On Raw a few months later it's about May or something, Jannetty comes back and he comes through the crowd. And I remember it because obviously at the time I was, quite young and naive. And yeah, just going nuts when Jannetty won. Just shows you how time changes. Referee decked. Yeah, this is telegraphed that she's going to nail the wrong one. Wow, wow. Pile driver. Yeah, bit weak. I remember really enjoying that match, but nah, was a bit flat. As I said, Michael's selling over the top. Jannetty's out of it. Not that much drama until the end. Sherry, the MVP for sure. He makes me shiver. Weep. Around me walk. They see me talk. Sherry. Settle down, woman. Logic there. I brought you from the gutter girl. No, pretty sure she had been a successful manager with Macho before that, Sean. Oh, why don't you be serious? A different variation for that. Here we go, the battle of the big men. And bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam. Dum bong. Take a trip down the hill. So third match of the night, Big Boss Man against Bam Bam Bigelow. I think this is Boss Man's last pay-per-view for WWF here. Goes to WCW. I'm not sure if he goes straight away. And Bam Bam Bigelow recently returned to WWF.
This Sunday afternoon on All-American Wrestling, I'll be in Las Vegas with Mean Gene Okerlund. Wouldn't it be fitting? Here I am, a winner, bringing a loser to Las Vegas. A loser? Mean Gene Okerlund? Yes.
Please.
Las Vegas, of course, the spot for WrestleMania 9. Caesar's Palace, April 4th. The winner right here of the Royal Rumble will get a crack at the championship. It could be Bret the Hitman Hart, could be Razor Ramon. Well, there's a clothesline for you. I told you this guy would take punishment, Ray. He's a big guy, there's no doubt about that. He's laying on his right side, and his hand is taken. Who knows what's in that hand? He's saying, Bam Bam, do you know Miranda? Side suplex there moments ago by Bam Bam, but he couldn't follow it up. Whoa. Boy, these guys are unloading with the heavy shots. I don't think you're going to hurt Bam Bam by hitting him in the head. I don't think so either. I think you got to go to the bread basket. Oh, he just dipped his shoulder, lifted him right out of there. And he might have just wrenched his back. on the ring apron on the way down. Look at the pain on the kisser of the big boss man. You know, if this was the Royal Rumble match,
Another thing I might do for the channel in the future is I might do streams when I'm watching or listening to like Something to Wrestle With episodes, the Bruce Pritchard podcast. Obviously 83 Weeks with Eric Bischoff. The various Conrad Thompson hosted podcasts. I might also watch like OSW episodes as well. Could be something to create a bit of interest, me just reacting to those. Next month will be interesting because February, not really known for its pay-per-views in wrestling, not, you know, I mean, WCW Super Brawl is kind of, or was one of their big events, so I think I'll be covering some Super Brawls next month. Well, doing live streams of them when I say covering. And I think, obviously, it's the month of love, so I think I'll do the St. Valentine's Day Massacre from 1999. WWF, that is. I think this match is similar to the Steiner Brothers match, where its main goal is to get Bigelow over since he's sort of new in the company or like returned, and Bossman is kind of winding down, but he's obviously a big enough name where a win over him would mean something. It's not really as one-sided as the Steiner Brothers match, but similar in a way.
Man is hurt. He's been hurt for about 7-8 minutes now. Well, look at this. Oh, he was almost out of there. And that back just don't get better like that. Oh, look at that. A nice block of the attempted suplex by the boss man. Bam Bam's going after it again. Oh, he got turned around. He didn't have it. His back gave out on him. He couldn't get Bam Bam up in the air, straight up in the air, to fall back with him. Only got him turned sideways. Trying to headbutt. It's over. He is hurt. Right to the kidney area. A winner of this match. Will you stop? This match is not over. Might as well be. You want to be a ring announcer now? I can arrange that, you know. I can do it all. I'm sure.
Weird how they didn't have like an opening, well, intro to the pay-per-view in general, like Vince running down the card or something like that. Just went straight into the arena. I do love his top rope diving headbutt. Bam, bam. Bam. Yeah, that match wasn't up to much neither. I put the kibosh on this event. I sort of bigged up the undercard, saying the Rumble's not that great, but the undercard is pretty good overall. But so far, it's not doing much for me. Bret and Razor to the rescue, I guess. That's another thing they don't do anymore, or if they do, they don't do it enough. Have like wrestlers appear at sporting events to sort of promote their match coming up. And it was the same arena as this is, so that's pretty cool as well. Ramon. They're sort of whipping through the matches quickly because this is the last match of the undercard, and it's less than an hour in. I think this one goes a good 20 minutes, though.
All right, very good. World Wrestling Federation champion Bret the Hitman Hart. We've got a big crowd standing by to greet you.
Oh, this is when Bret screws up and he's about to come through the curtain too soon. And they have to hold him back. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Is that JJ Dillon at the monitor? Bit of a screw up there, actually, the fact that they would show you that shot behind the curtain. Been a few like technical mishaps on this pay-per-view. Do 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 do. Of course, I was forgetting the Narcissus debut, so that'll take up a bit of time. It's weird, but for some reason I preferred Razor as a face, as a baby face. Even though I think the heel character he had was pretty cool, and he felt quite natural as a heel, but for some reason he was just... Maybe it's just that they gave him a bigger push as a face, and he had some really good matches, so...
just that. Oh, right in the rib cage. This could be the turning point. Those ribs are bruised badly. He could even be broken. If that's the case, just a matter of time. What a tremendous shot.
They tell a really good story in this match.
Right side of that rib cage, and now some further damage by Razor. And into the steel post. Razor may be setting him up here for some kind of submission. The title will in fact change hands on a submission or a pinfall. That's right. And you know, having rib damage, awful hard to breathe. And you've got to be able to get your wind. You've got to reach down, suck it up to defend that title. You've got to come up with something extra. And if you can't have, you don't have any air, well, it's simple. You don't have any air. Bret the Hitman Hart in all kinds of trouble here in Sacramento at the Royal Rumble. Razor just keeps dishing it out. Bret is hurt. He's hurt bad, man. It's time to suck it up, Bret. Bret, do yourself a favor. Tell the referee you've had it. You're going to return that, so what? He'll never do that. He's a quitter. He is not. Dad was a quitter. What? Yes. Maybe it was his mom. One of them. Bret just being pummeled here by Razor Ramon. He's having trouble getting his breath. Completely at his mercy. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Boom.
Helen obviously in pain along with her son.
I love that. Some Mark whispering something in Helen's ear.
Imagine the tension in the back. Everyone watching this match, because the winner of that Royal Rumble is going to meet the winner of this match in Las Vegas at WrestleMania 9, April 4th. There's not an eye in the back that isn't watching this match. You can bet on that. Caesar's Palace location, home of champions. It could be all over. Yeah, he's here now. Whoa. He's lucky there. Close but no cigar. We can be seeing the beginning of a new reign. Oh, when you have bad ribs, the abdominal stretch.
Abdominal stretch looks so good when Razor does it. Especially since Bret's like small enough where he can really lock it on. Another move we very rarely, if ever, seen now. I guess you see variations of it, maybe.
That's great. The adrenaline can pump all at once. If you can't breathe, it doesn't mean anything. He is out of gas. He can't get his breath. And thank God his mom and dad are here. They carry his bags home for him. Will you stop? The punches will be a lot lighter. There won't be any movement. Razor sometimes, with that abdominal stretch, will pick up that loose right leg and add even more pressure. Oh, look at this. Hitman turns it around. Oh, but he just couldn't hold it. Bought himself a little time right there. Not going to win that battle. 2 count once again. Well, that's close. Razor, forget the referee. Stay on him. Stay on those ribs. He's favoring him, see? He's favoring his ribs. Naturally, his ribs are hurt. Don't yell at me. Probably cracked. Well, don't yell at me. I'm going to knock you out. And Razor continues. With the kicks, with the punches.
I love Heenan continuing the insults under his breath.
I'm ready. I want to watch Razor win the title. Hot dog underneath, look down. High cross body, Razor down. But no, Razor too fresh. He's long since recuperated from the knee injury.
Oh, it's been a while since I've heard from Anthony. Maybe she's blushing, having got the first match wrong.
Look at the hitman. See? His schedule, everything is too hard on him. He's taking a beating. I've never seen him take a beating like this. He's always thinking.
Yeah, this is another nice detail, actually. The fact that they talk about Bret's non-stop schedule as champion, and the Brain kind of saying that finally it's catching up with him now in this match. Makes sense. You know, all those big matches against the likes of Skinner and Rick Martel, IRS, they must have been so draining for Bret.
Squeeze up. Big bear hug here. See, a ham and egger would go for other moves.
Hammer-negger, that's a great word.
Bad shape. Take advantage of it. That's championship material.
Yeah.
Hand drops one more time. It'll be over. Well, almost. Halfway down and went. That's nice for a champion to do. Real nice. Are you proud of him, Mom and Dad? He knows how to fight. I condone that. When the title's on the line. Oh, yeah. What a lift out over the top. Look out. Hitman flying through the ropes. A flying tackle.
Nice crossbody.
What a foolish move. And the shape he's in. To risk something like that, that's stupid. That is stupid. You gotta fight fire with fire. And Razor Ramon is indeed fire. But just like that, the pendulum has swung once again in this match. Obviously not feeling that pain in the ribs anymore.
Yeah, this is easily the best match on the undercard for me. It might be the best match of the night because, as I said, the Rumble, from what I can remember, isn't that good. There's definitely stuff that stands out about it. Obviously, Yokozuna's appearance. I like the Backlund drama, but it's not a great Rumble from what I can remember.
Inverted atomic drop and a clothesline. No. Razor's right arm came up real quick. Came shooting out of there. A lot of fight left in him yet. He's not even close to beating him. Look at this. Oh. Beautiful backbreaker. Well executed. Bret second turnbuckle on the inside. Clothesline and a beauty. Nope. Oh, yeah. And Bret has thrown everything at him. He's really thrown everything.
And they had another really good match at the King of the Ring, of course. I think that match may be even better. I don't know, it's been a while since I've seen it. He is not.
He's got it all sewed up. That's it. The Razor's Edge. Can you imagine what must be going on in the back? All 30 of those wrestlers watching, thinking they're going to have to meet Razor Ramon. Here comes the patented Razor's Edge. By Razor Ramon, if he completes this move, you can just about forget about it. But no, look. Hitman slipped down the backside. It's a... Oh, my goodness. He almost got it, Brain, but more important, he bought himself a little time. Well, his watch has just stopped.
This is definitely a good example of a match where, in defeat, Razor is still protected. He still looks really strong in defeat. It's like there, I mean, they could have had him hit the Razor's Edge, but Bret kicks out of it, because obviously it would have been drama, and it would have been, yeah, look at the intestinal fortitude of Bret. But at the same time, Razor's quite new to the company, and to have someone kick out his Razor's Edge, his finisher, would have been, you know, kind of a negative on him in a way. Or it would have, it sort of makes that move a bit less special afterwards. So to just have Bret counter it like that, it's probably, oh, yeah, Razor messed up a bit there. Do do do. Do do do. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. The Hitman cheer squad in the front row there. I miss them having family members at ringside as well. That's a great touch. I'm guessing they still do it sometimes, but yeah. Dun, bum, bum, bum. Dun, dun. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum.
Where you going? I'm going to unveil our system. Oh, please. He's out of here.
Please.
The Marine has just thrown down his head.
I love that Gorilla forgot where Bobby was going.
There he goes, making his way out of here. Since Mr. Perfect said adios to Bobby the Brain Heenan, Bobby's been a little bit paranoid.
Do 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 do.
Brain is headed down to the arena floor, so let's go down and see what's going on. Are you ready? The moment you've been waiting for, the moment the world
Pardon.
has been waiting for. For the last 4 weeks, I've been talking about this man, Narcissus, the greatest specimen walking on earth. Words cannot describe how this man looks. Right now, it is my pleasure. It is an honor to introduce and to unveil Narcissus Lex Luger.
I love Narcissus' music here. Sexy, flexy, Lexi.
Yes, he is here.
I love Heenan. In this segment, he's just amazing. His descriptions, his orgasmic like delivery.
Don't tease us, Lex. Don't tease us.
It's great because literally all Luger has to do is stand there showing off his muscles. Heenan does all the work.
Look at that. Look at that. You have a reason to love yourself. You have a reason. You are truly the Narcissus. Let me get this. Let me do this.
Dum.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes.
Well, I think there's certainly a few
on that man.
ladies in the crowd reacting to him.
Look at the biceps. Look at the chest. Look at the abdominal region. Look at the thighs. Oh, yes. You are in love with yourself, and you have every right to be. You are the Narcissus. You are the greatest creature. Gifted. You are.
This makes you wonder, though, why Heenan didn't manage Luger during this time. I know he was a regular commentator, but they still could have had him just go down for Luger's matches, and he could have been a mouthpiece. Oh, the old Victoria flexing. Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see? Oh, the leg shot. Nice. Heenan jazzing out over legs. Do do. Bum, 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 bum. I had a thought actually, which was obviously this is Flair's last pay-per-view for them, but if Flair had stuck around, they could have had like a heel stable with Bobby Heenan leading them, and Flair could have been part of that stable with Lex. It's great. He even mentions it's perfect, so he sets the table for that feud. Those plants in the front row are definitely impressed. They've probably been paid $100 each to be impressed. Screw Elvis. He has nothing on the Narcissus. Very solid promo, actually, from Luger there. Oh, Jesus. I'd forgotten about this. Caesar and Cleopatra. Interesting. Rapidly becoming the entertainment capital of the world. Well, I think he had the word family in there, so maybe suggesting Vegas is trying to clean up its image at this time. God. This guy is like some cheap game show host. He's like the least convincing Caesar you'll ever see. Should have got Norm Peterson to do the gig. year.
All this and more awaits you, your friends, and your family. Furthermore, let it be known that the winner of today's next match, the 30-man over-the-top rope Royal Rumble, will meet the World Wrestling Federation champion at WrestleMania in the famed Caesars Palace Stadium. And now, let the games begin!
What a load of shite that was. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Bum, bum. Do, do, do. Boom. Yeah, that's splitting hairs, Gorilla. Number 1 is pretty much the same as number 2. It's OP. He's almost got like the Rocky Balboa style coat on. Wow. A lot of age in this opening match. Both in their 40s, I think, at this point, so 80 years overall. Hey, there's the bum shaking dance. See, I don't get that from Monsoon. It doesn't make a lot of sense because Flair obviously won it from number 3 last year. So, as Heenan said, if he can win it from number 3, he can win it from number 1. But also, for drama's sake, it makes sense for him to say, well, you never know. I mean, these are 2 capable guys in great shape, and they could potentially last the whole match and win it. You know, he should be talking up their chances. Flair against Backlund would have been a dream feud when they were both in their primes. Not sure if they ever met anywhere else. Papa Shango. Clearly modelled on the character from Live and Let Die. Gotta be. I love the Shango Tango character. Oh boy. That didn't last long. So I wonder how much they get paid for that, for like just being in and getting eliminated quite quickly, like their appearance, because obviously I'm guessing the bigger names get more money, and that I don't know, like if you win the Rumble, if you would get more money than the others, or if it's not really done like that. But it's a tricky one because you've got 30 guys in there. It's not like a regular match where there's just 2 guys. You know, there could be a lot more resentment if you've got 30 guys and you've got like 2 or 3 who are like, I don't know, like getting 1 million or 2 million for the match or something. I don't know if you would for like this match, but certainly getting a lot more maybe than the other guys. But hey, it's pretty easy money for Papa Shango there. Ted DiBiase. It still baffles me that they put him with Jimmy Hart. Him and IRS. It's a bit like when they put DiBiase with Steiners in as their manager in WCW. They just never fitted well together, and the Steiners clearly didn't need a manager. Backlund really looks sort of like Ron Howard as well. He's got that sort of look to him. You normally get a nasty boy quite early on in a rumble, I find. I'm sure Sags was out in the early numbers the previous year. Solid enough opening to the match. Oh, the pit stop. Classic. I love that they switch Virgil's tights from white and what was it, white and red stripes to black and white. It's like, well, they're not really taking him seriously in the red and white, so we'll switch it to the black and white. Oh, of course, Jerry Lawler, the king. Pretty sure they cut out a bit of commentary there. Because when Brain says the host of, was it Challenge or Superstars? I think it's Superstars. I'm sure there's a line where Gorilla says, I thought Vince McMahon was the host. And Bobby's like, he just drops by every now and again. I don't know why they would cut out that line if they did. Oh no. This is now. Would you be serious? Yeah, that's the joke. He goes and gets him coffee and stuff. Oh, it was such a big Laura mark in his early days in WWF as a heel. The Bret Hart feud is awesome. Max Moon clearly went to the same costume bucket as Jannetty. That's some skill from Flair, thumbing a guy in the eye when he's got like a mask on. I love that whole deal where Lawler would like wrestle a jobber, and during the match he would like speak on the microphone and like rip the shit out of him as he did it. That was gold. So the plan is to review all the Rumbles on the channel, or as many as I can. I mean, I don't know if I'll do all of them because obviously there's a lot of them now, and because it's more of an old school type channel, I don't know if it's really worth doing the newer ones, but I might do. I'll see how it goes. Some of the recent ones I haven't seen. 3, 2, Temru. Fuck me. It's odd because on the undercard they do have some big names, and then you see them struggling to fill out the 30 men. Oh, last time Temru appeared was, I'm sure, back at Mania 7 when him and his partner upset Demolition. WWF must have just had him on retainer or something. Every now and again, we need you to fill a spot. I remember when I saw this show at the time, I picked Mr. Perfect to win the whole thing. Which would have been great and certainly would have marked out as a kid. But clearly they went with the right choice to win it. Skinner. Going a bit bald there. What a come down for Perfect. He's just been tussling with Flair and eliminates him. And now he's slumming it with Skinner. Baggy trousers. Baggy trousers. I like this actually. When Heenan says Coco Beware could win it. Bret Hart against Coco Beware at WrestleMania. That certainly would have been something. Skinner skins the cat. I quite enjoyed the head shrinkers, I have to say. People give them a lot of shit, but for the time, I didn't mind it. Husk. The Berserker. Temru had quite a decent run there. That's how desperate things were getting. They called Terry Taylor back in. And he's straight out. That's the epitome, really, of easy money. Looks like something out of Flash Gordon. I do miss this actually when the announcers kind of pretend that they don't know who it is. It's something I miss, especially with like monsters coming in. I heard a story that I think it was on Something to Wrestle with, and Taker has never forgotten or never forgiven WWF for pairing him with Gonzalez. Also, it's another one of these bullshit Rumble eliminations. Similar to like when a guy's already been eliminated and they eliminate someone and it sort of stands. In this case, you've got a guy not even in the Rumble who's eliminated Taker, supposedly. They get away with it because he beats him up so much, then he can't continue anyway. Shane Bearer wasn't around for Taker's retirement, if indeed he is retired. I think this is when Earthquake comes out and eliminates Typhoon, his partner at the time. And I'm guessing it leads to them splitting up, but I'm not sure why. I don't think they do much with it afterwards. Like, I don't think there's a feud. Or maybe they just had like a random match on Raw or something. I don't. Are either on. Try and think if they're on pay-per-views after this. I remember there's like some sort of tag elimination match at the King of the Ring, like a 6-man or something, but I don't think they're in that. So I don't know if one of them leaves the company around this time or maybe both of them. I certainly don't remember Earthquake sticking around that much longer. But I don't know. See, I'm pretty sure Bam Bam and Bossman aren't in this Rumble. And even though they wrestled earlier, they could easily have had them over some of the talent they've had. Yeah, there you go. See you later, Typhoon. Yeah, a bit of tension. Earthquake apologizes, but Typhoon not too pleased. Again, I don't know if they follow up on it, if there's some sort of feud, or if it's just one of those moments, really. I know. Well, at some point they have that sumo match, don't they? I think it's I want to say it's Earthquake and Yokozuna. So maybe Earthquake does stick around a bit longer. It's not till the year after he goes to WCW, I don't think. Carlos Colon. Jesus. What? Did Gorilla just call him a youngster? Fuck me. If that's a youngster, I would hate to see someone who's aging. Hey, Anthony. So you're asking me who won a match which you predicted on like 2 hours ago? The Steiner brothers won. So you didn't get the point, sadly. Wow. Big feather in Carlos's hat. He eliminated Damon Demento. Fair play. He's getting a payday. It's the Royal Rumble now. So the main event. We're halfway through it. If you want, I can give you 5 names again and you pick the winner from them. Because there's still enough guys left. Oh, Matador. Chico Santana. Not too long to go now, which I'm pleased about. Okay, sorry, I missed it. Okay, your 5 choices are El Matador, Tito Santana, Bob Backlund, The Earthquake, Would You Stop, Macho Man, your favourite, or Yokozuna. Those are your 5. The Earthquake. Well, without giving anything away, that's a solid pick. Yeah, no. Very good. Shake things up. Oh, Rick Martel. Looking sharp. I like that he goes straight for Santana. So they're sort of keeping that feud going, even though they split up years ago. Whoa. Nice move by the Earthquake. No, I said solid pick. I didn't say he won. a Rumble live stream and I get you to predict things, will be interesting because the 94 Rumble has 2 winners. So it's going to be interesting. Oh, here he comes. The sumo champion. All the way from Detroit or somewhere like that. I'd say you've probably got another 10 minutes, I'd say. Just over. The 2 big boys. Earthquake and Yokozuna. Pretty great pop there. There he goes. No, your guy is gone. Dumped out by Yokozuna. But that was a great... I think that might actually be my highlight of the Rumble. Cool. Repo man. Is that actually his theme? I don't know. I don't know if I've just got that stuck in my head for some reason. It sort of sounds right, but What I was basically doing was the Superfly theme, but putting Repo Man in the lyrics. It's a cool spot, this, but most of them are basically jobbers, so the idea that they would be involved in getting Yokozuna out is a no-no. It has to be Macho Man. I want to be a macho man. Macho Man. Hey, 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 hey. Macho Man. No. Well, Macho hasn't won yet. I was just singing, I was just doing the Macho Man theme because he came out. Maybe. Oh, damn, that's a rough landing for Owen. Dropping like flies now. I don't know if Backlund still holds the record for the longest in there. It's a long time ago, so obviously in '95 you have the Bulldog and Shawn Michaels, who number 1 and 2, and they're in there all the way. But that was a shorter rumble, I think. What do you mean? The Bulldog's not even in this one? I was just mentioning another rumble. As I was saying, that was a shorter rumble, so I think they would have broken the record. No, but he certainly can't win it. You've got 2 left now. You've got your pick, Macho Man, and you've got Yokozuna. Macho, just the sort of guy you use to get a guy like Yokozuna over at this point in his career. Yeah, sometimes. Female against male. Obviously, female wrestling has come a long way. So they now have a decent sort of division of their own. I think Macho might be the first guy to knock Yokozuna off his feet. Well, it's difficult to say because it would be different for different promotions. I think women's wrestling in WWF probably started in the 70s or 80s, something like that. In Japan, I know they had for many years, like big women's wrestling promotions. Certainly in the 80s and 90s, so there's a chance even before then. I'm not quite sure when the first female wrestling was. Don't like the end of this match, I have to say. I get what they were going for, but it just looks a bit weak. Not sure I could see Hogan putting Zuna over like this Macho does here. And there he goes. Are we gonna get Yokozuna? Are we gonna get another appearance by the fake? Oh yeah, there they are. The fake Caesar and Cleopatra. Nope, sorry, Anthony. You didn't quite get that one right. Yokozuna won. He's heading for WrestleMania. Oh yeah, this crappy genetic network music for the closing package. Bonsai. I do like that we get a face-off between Hart and Yoko to close the show. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's Rumble 93 done and dusted on this stream. So next time it will be the next one, Rumble 94. And I'm looking forward to that stream as well. But thanks, guys. Look out for more Rumble reviews and also Rumble live streams for the month of January. And I'll see you guys later. Take care. Good night.